but evil lurks in the hearts of men. The shadow knows.
It is time for you to tell us how you feel about Snow White.
I didn't watch Snow White.
All right,
Why
man.
not?
I've heard really good things.
Are you a hater, Cody?
All right.
No, I just
Then
don't care about Snow White.
Tell us what the shadow knows then. It's not Snow White.
I'm sorry to disappoint you. Hey, so Daredevil decided to hit me with a fucking double episode this week, which I was not prepared for. But boy, was I also not prepared for what was going on in the shows. Man, it just keeps getting heavier and heavier hitters, man. Seriously, these two episodes were fantastic. The first episode for this week was Matt going through a hostage situation. Bank was being held up, and he decided to help some people. The most important thing that happened, though, the bank that he was there to talk with, he ended up talking to Miss Marvel's father. And he was showing the Miss Marvel bobblehead Funko Pop that was specifically made for her, and which was hilarious because he showed it to Matt and was like, "This is her. This is my daughter." And he's like, "Yeah, can't see." So, but yeah, so fully intertwining that, Matt got invited to dinner. So we're going to have a good old Daredevil Miss Marvel team up at some point, which is kind of hilarious. That was the whole the whole episode 5. I think it was episode 5. Fantastically well done. There was not much out, like Fisk wasn't in this episode. Which, that's fine. I don't think he has to be a part of every episode. But it sounds like unassuming of like, oh, it's just a bank robbery. Who cares? The episode was fantastic. So happy. Episode itself, 5 out of 5. Like, I love it. Then the next episode, we start seeing a little more about the villain of this series, which is Muse, and he's found out to be a serial killer that is draining people's blood and then using it to paint murals around the city. And he does it in a way that they cannot get it off of the walls at all. Like they did everything that they could with it, could not find it out. The funny thing is, though, both Matt that finds out about it and Mr. Fisk want this guy gone. They both have very different ways of dealing with it. But yeah, they're, kind of on the same side at the moment. So we'll see what happens with that. But again, this episode, fan-fucking-tastic. His girlfriend therapist is talking about writing a book about vigilantes, and starts asking Matt about like, hey, maybe we can set up an interview with the Punisher or Daredevil. And you can't really talk about that too much, so he's put in a little bit of a pickle there. But yeah, I cannot wait. I know there's only 3 episodes left, but I want them on now. Watch it. It's good, man. It's back to good Marvel. It's so good. I'm gonna be sad when it's over.
Don't be sad that it's over.
as I said earlier, it is renewed for season 2 already.
Yeah, nobody said it's over. Be happy it happened, buddy.
I mean, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, just wait another couple of years before you see any more.
Hater. Go watch it.
Devin's the biggest hater I know.
I
Ain't
am
nobody
so
big.
far from a hater. Ain't nobody bigger for sure, but you just stop there.
You're literally a skinny boy. What are we
Yeah.
doing here, Devin?
Go watch Daredevil.
You should. I have a show that I watched today.
No skinny.
You ready for this?
No.
Mhm.
I watched Stephanie's Place. Anybody
What
heard
is
of it?
that?
But on ESPN Plus?
It's on Disney Plus, which is where I'm
So yes.
also on ESPN Plus. First episode was the one and only CM Punk, Phil Brooks. Snow, did you watch it?
I wanted to, but I had practice.
I get it. So, won't spoil it for you. What I will say is this isn't an interview.
No, it's. Have you ever seen like any of the other Places shows?
No.
Like they started with Peyton's
Come on.
Places.
Come on, Devin.
Come on.
I'm sorry. Forget it.
He
Forget
doesn't
it.
watch sports.
They're people hanging out doing stuff.
It's not even that, really. It's a video. Like, there was as much talk with Triple H as there was Punk. So they kind of talked about Punk leaving, and, Triple H and Steph kind of talked about Punk leaving. And then the comeback, and then the second comeback after he got injured. It showed a little bit of behind the scenes stuff, specifically Punk's comeback to Cleveland after he got injured. Where like it's almost cathartic in a way. Like when Punk left WWE, it was a lot of fuck WWE from like a lot of people because of the situation. And you can see by how Triple H and Punk speak to each other and how they react to each other and how they respond to each other that they no longer hold that grudge and that it's over. And it's nice. Like there was a part where before Punk went out to wrestle, he came over to Triple H and was like, "Hey, thanks for I really appreciate the opportunity you're giving me here." And like Triple H just gave him a head hug and was like, "Dude, welcome back. Like, you're CM Punk. Like, we appreciate you. Go kill it." And then after Punk came back, after the match was over, he got a standing ovation. And then at the end of it, it ended with Punk and Stephanie hugging, with Punk being sweaty as all hell. So it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Love CM Punk.
You just told us all of it. We don't need to watch it.
I didn't tell you it all. Unlike Cody, who spoiled everything for Daredevil.
I know. Well, I can't watch it now.
He's blind?
Yeah.
Oh my god. He's the
A
Daredevil?
lawyer? Oh, shit.
Can't watch.
He has a girlfriend?
I wish I had a girlfriend.
No, well, what should it do?
Just
No, I don't.
Dang.
get blind and be a lawyer. You'll have one.
Devin, you
Thanks,
watch
buddy.
anything other than Big Bang Theory?
Get blind. I'm not basketball. What do you mean?
Oh my gosh, so nothing? Okay. Jordi, you watch
Pacers
anything?
played the Lakers.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Did I watch something new?
Not your time, Devin. Shut up.
So
I'm thinking. Shut
I got-
up.
I got caught up on Invincible.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I got caught up on season 2 and I binged season 3.
How do you feel about the animation switch?
Are you talking about the third wall break or the fourth wall break?
Just
Episode?
how, like the fights go from being animated extremely well to looking like Seven Deadly Sins in the later seasons.
Okay, never mind. So they do like a fourth wall break episode where they're I can't remember who they're talking to. But they kind of they talk about like animation. He's like, "Oh, and sometimes the animators get so excited and then the animation switches to like this real intense look." And he's like that sometimes that the animation changes and you can tell that they got real excited about that episode.
Okay.
It's a funny moment. It's a funny moment. But anyway, I'm not gonna dwell too much because a lot happens in season 2 and 3. I really liked season 1. It was good, but season 1 kind of left me wanting more. Not in like the sense that I was excited to see season 2. It was like, that could have been better. So it took me a while to get back into it. But boy, am I glad that I did. Because season 2, way better than season 1. Season 3, way better than season 2. Like this, it's just increasing. The fight between Invincible and Omni-Man in Chicago in season 1 was a catalyst for so much that happens. Like, there are so many not loopholes, there's so many, what's the word I'm looking for? Cliffhangers. That even after season 3 ends, that still aren't answered. There's still new villains popping up at the end of season 3. Escaped villains, old villains that you thought got taken care of that are back.
Well, that's good.
One in particular, you may have seen videos of this because they've been going a little viral. By the way, spoiler alert for you guys. If you don't want to hear any spoilers, walk away. For the listeners, if you don't want any spoilers, mute us for the next like 5 to 10 minutes, maybe. Let that sit for a minute. Okay, so anyway, the main last villain of season 3 has worked his way into my top 5 best villains of all time. Conquest is a Viltrumite that basically, not because there's a lot of backstory to it that I'm not going to fill in. He's basically coming to Earth to make sure that Mark is picking up the mission that Omni-Man left behind. And I mean, in Viltrumite fashion, if you're not, I'm gonna beat your ass. And boy, does he. He's voiced by Jeffrey Dean Morgan, which, phenomenal actor anyway. And super cool and ironic because Invincible is voiced by, I can't remember his name, the same dude that plays Glenn in The Walking Dead.
Steven Yeun.
No.
So we have Glenn and Negan fighting each other in season 3. But oh my god, like he is just vicious. He is so, I can't even put it into proper words without just like babbling and fanboying. Just to give you a couple of quotes that this man gives while he's beating the absolute dog shit out of Mark. There's one point where he gets like real grinny and he's talking about how Mark is not wanting to resist, and he's like, "Oh, but I want you to resist." Like he is having fun with this, and he even talks about how the Viltrumites tend to send him to planets with like rules, people he's not allowed to kill, buildings he's not allowed to destroy, things he's not allowed to do. But they sent him to Earth with the instruction that he should take it over by all means necessary. And so he's like, "Oh, I get to do whatever I want, and I'm gonna have fun with this." There's one point where he's got Mark on the ground, and he just he goes on a monologue. He goes on a Jeffrey Dean Morgan monologue, and he's like, "I am so lonely." Like the other Viltrumites are afraid of me. They think I'm too strong, and they send me to these other planets, and the more that I succeed, the more they get scared of me. I'm a victim of my own success.
Ooh.
Ends it with the coldest line. He just says, "Take it to your grave." I'm done. I quit after that. You can kill me. I'm done. I can't beat you. No, great fight, super great character. I don't like that he was beaten so easily. But again, another spoiler alert. I love the way he was beaten because Mark headbutts him to death.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason I love that so much is because of how Negan kills Glenn
Yeah.
in The Walking Dead by beating his head in.
Yeah.
And Mark basically does the same. It's like a full circle moment. Like Glenn gets his revenge in another universe.
Right. I kind of wonder if they did that on purpose.
I feel like they had to have, because it's gruesome too. Like it's nasty. It's super nasty. But yeah, there's just a lot that happens in season 2 and 3. Again, I could probably spend like 2 hours talking about everything that goes into those 2 seasons. Definitely in my nomination for show of the year. At this point. One last quote that I want to give from season 3 that I really liked comes from Cecil Stedman. It's an allegory that I really freaking like. He says, "We can be the good guys, or we can be the bad guys." Or like I'm fucking it up. He says, "We can be the good guys, or we can be the guys that save the world, but we can't be both."
Like that.
Love that line. I put
That's
it
a
on my
D&D
desk.
quote.
It
Like
is
that's a D&D party would say.
But yeah, season 3, Invincible, 9 out of 10. I'm super excited for season 4. There's an endless amount of things that still have to be done.
I'll probably get back to watching it.
Please do, because I currently have nobody that has seen season 3.
Okay.
I have all this
Man.
pent up energy to talk about it and nobody to talk about it with. I'm so lonely.
Told you, I liked the first season.
I'll get on it for you.
The animation is just
Brother, get over it. Grow up.
He's like,
I
"Oh,
did.
the
Close
story
your-
can be great, but if
I
it doesn't
did.
look perfect, I
did.
can't watch it."
Close your eyes and just watch the damn story. The Naruto animation sucks and you still love that.
Oh my god, no it doesn't.
Oh,
Yes,
come
it
on.
does. By
Come on,
today's
brother.
standards, that shit is asshole.
What did you say?
By
If you-
today's standards, it looks like asshole.
I am
By
going
today's
to
standards, the War Arc
confidently
is way better.
I'm going to confidently state that if you had never watched Naruto before and you watched it for the first time today, you would shit on it.
Here we go.
I agree with that. Yeah.
It's not true.
It's definitely true.
It's
It
not.
sure is.
No,
It is
I
true.
don't.
It's kind
not
of a
true.
fucking. It's kind of like, a nerdy ass, like, not a great show for like
Well, okay, you're going a little far there,
with
Jacob.
no nostalgia.
Hey.
With no nostalgia to it. Watching it as a
Um,
child, it makes it different.
Nah, I would still enjoy the show, just not.
Yeah,
the
it's still a good
animation.
show, brother.
I don't-
Well, of course you haven't even watched it. What do you mean?
I
You
watched
have no
4 fucking
opinion.
seasons of it. How many
haven't even
episodes
got
do I have to?
started.
How many episodes do I have to watch for it to get good? If it
There's
hasn't
one
gripped me
good,
by
brother.
season 4, then I don't like it.
Okay, you not liking it is fine, but you can't say it's not
Which
good.
means it's bad to me.
No.
You can't know that. That's how it is.
Just no.
Nah.
Loud and wrong.
Loud and wrong is crazy.
Forgot nobody can have an opinion. That's not the same as Devin's.
As long as it's not wrong.
I've been watching a little show called One Piece.
One Piece. Fine art.
Past episode 600. We are deep in Punk Hazard. It's not letting go. It's full send. Lots of things are going on. There's big, huge babies running around with having withdrawals from drugs.
Candy.
They're drugs. Caesar
They all look
Clown is just.
They all look like Big Mom.
I haven't met Big Mom yet.
No, they do not.
Caesar Clown's laugh. I thought Gecko Moria was something. Caesar Clown just on another level.
Yeah, he is.
Let's
He's on
hear
another
your
level.
impression.
I don't even know how it goes. How's it go? There it is.
Oh, Brennan Lee Mulligan.
G5.
Looking at the beginning of the fucking arc.
The G5 is there fighting with everybody in Caesar Clown's army. Law's there. Him and Luffy are coming together. They're gonna tag team, take down
Law's great.
one of the four emperors. It just so happens that everybody gets, beaten up by Caesar Clown. They're all inside of a cage. What are we gonna do? Oh, we break out. And now all out war is going on. There's a big, huge slime bubble just having its way
Oh yeah.
over the island. Virgo, the supposed leader of the G5, he shows up. He's got meat on his face.
I forgot about that. He does always have meat on his face.
Every time.
Either that or
It's a big ass steak.
he's got a spoon on his face right now.
Yep. I think at one point it's a corn dog.
Hilarious.
So that's where we're at. The whole island's completely basically dead because the slime ball ate a big old candy. Yeah. It's getting good. It's been getting good. 10
It's
out of
a
10.
very good arc,
It's so much
Sure
better
is.
than Fishman Island.
man.
No, it doesn't get any worse than Fishman Island. At least
You
in
wanna-
my 500 episodes I've watched out of order.
You want to know which
Stay out
arc
of order.
Yes.
that they have been re-releasing with updated graphics and stuff while we wait for the new episodes?
First one.
Fishman Island.
Of all the arcs, they're redoing Fishman Island.
Why?
It needs all the help it can get.
Still not gonna make me want to watch it again.
I know they're coming back for Eggman Island.
Yeah, Eggman Island Part 2.
Okay.
We're about to see. Oh, I can't wait too, because we're about to see Luffy fight Kizaru.
Can you clone yourself so leave the door?
Okay.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Where are we going?
Interesting to watch
All right.
Luffy fight Dr. Eggman.
Man, I can't wait till we meet Big Mom.
Can't wait for Snow to meet Big Mom, post in the group chat, and say, "Oh, this is Big Mom."
I mean, we've had a little interaction with Big Mom, but
Yeah, but you don't know shit about Big Mom yet.
I don't.
Can't wait for you to hear Big Mom's laugh. Because it's not even a laugh.
Got more information on Don Quixote. So yeah, it's getting pretty. It's pretty.
Oh, shoot, you haven't even been there yet.
No.
He's the guy running the underground or something.
Mm-hmm. He sure is.
Yeah.
With his wide walk.
With his wide ball.
All right, let's hurry up and talk a little bit of wrestling. Big, huge SmackDown. CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. They all brawled. So we're gonna see that match at WrestleMania, official at WrestleMania. Then on Raw, we had another interaction with John Cena and Cody Rhodes. The big, huge discourse is that they're not letting Cena go after Cody Rhodes on the mic because we all know that Cody Rhodes would get eaten alive. Is that
wouldn't
true?
he? Yes.
I
Absolutely.
mean, Mr. Jonathan Cena is a different beast, but the same animal.
So you think they're keeping Cody safe?
I do.
I mean, I don't know if that's what they're doing, purposely.
That's what everybody's saying.
Oh, I'm sure it is. But I don't know if they're consciously making that specific decision. But it's possible. You get into a verbal altercation with an orator like John Cena. I mean,
I feel like it
could.
could also be that, I don't know. I feel like Cena doesn't stick to a script anymore. or hasn't like ever. And Cody, from what I've heard, plans out everything. So maybe that's part of the reason.
So it's like getting into a match with Snow with if you're somebody that likes to plan things.
Why is it always F me?
I'm just
What do you
stating
mean?
facts.
Snow's a planner.
Mm.
I put the plan in plantar fasciitis. We had another brawl between Bianca, Io, and Rhea. So it was made official that Rhea will take on Io Sky for the title, and the winner of that match will go on and face Bianca at WrestleMania.
Hmm.
Who knows if that's going to get settled, or it's just going to be another triple threat match. We had a big debut, huge debut. El Grande Americano from the Gulf of America defeated Dragon Lee.
So a bunch of people are like, this is racist.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Is this racist?
No.
I don't believe it is. I believe it's
People
meant
are
to make
too sensitive.
it's meant to make you not like him, and that's what it does effectively. Especially because the video package was like generated by AI, which people also hate.
Could you
I mean,
tell?
that's fine to hit on.
Could you tell? Nah.
Okay. It sucks that Chad Gable was sick. He couldn't face Dragon Lee. That was his original opponent.
Yeah.
He had a doctor's note. What do you mean?
I said, yeah, I agree.
You saying Chad Gable's faking being sick?
I would never.
Insane. And Braun Breaker took on Penta for the Intercontinental Championship, but we had some disqualifications because the Judgment Day got involved. Finn decided to show up, and he's still with the Judgment Day for now.
I mean, Dom's still with the Judgment Day.
What do you mean? You think Dom's leaving?
I think Dom's gonna be a babyface, brother. I think Dom's gonna be a hot babyface.
He looks pretty
Not
hot,
like
huh?
sexually hot, but like
You think he looks hot, huh?
he's not a bad looking guy.
You think so?
Good looking mullet, decent mustache.
Man, did you miss what he looked like before that?
When he was kind of ugly and still had baby fat on him.
Okay.
Mhm.
So also, Jey Uso and a mystery partner took on A-Town Down Under, and lo and behold, his mystery partner was his brother, Jimmy, Big Jim.
Big Jimmy.
They reunited for the first time in over a year. And then afterwards, I think Jay tried to go for, I don't know, a spear or something, kind of slipped. So his troubles have started to snowball with him with the first dive, didn't make it far enough, and now he slipped trying to do a move. So, Jim had to, teach Gunther some respect.
Didn't he?
He did.
Big Jim.
A little stank on it too.
Big
Boy,
Jimothy.
Put a lot of stank on it.
And I hate to break this to everybody, but Jake's favorite wrestler is gone from AEW. Saraya is no longer with AEW anymore.
My favorite wrestler.
Damn,
Your
I know
favorite
that
wrestler?
sucks for you, but we're here for you, buddy.
If you want to talk about it, we're always here for you. So
Bye.
well, I know you have Mercedes, so that's all good. But
I do have Mercedes still, yeah. I ain't never heard of bigger haters than y'all.
you're the one that says she's the best 4 horsewomen of all.
It's a crazy thing to say.
I ain't ever heard of a bigger hater than y'all. That's all I'm saying.
Sure.
You can name a bigger hater?
Yeah, Devin.
Who? No, that's fair. That's fair. When you're right, you're right.
Wait, ain't he part of y'all?
He's not part
You're
of me.
right.
I've never hated. Damn, I'm just disowned by everybody. All right.
No, when you talk about art, yeah, you're on your own, brother.
Yeah.
Let's see how
I
it
do
is.
not stand by near or.
I mean, I've heard Snow talk about art too, but it's fine.
You know, it's crazy though. He even
I
said,
will be the
"Hey,"
martyr.
He even says, "Hey man, I might not like this art of Spider-Man, but you know what? I'm gonna finish the whole damn thing because it's a good ass show."
Best show of the year so far.
I'm fine. I'll be the
I'm
martyr. I said so.
Nah,
That's probably Daredevil right now, but
be who you want to be.
I'm Joan of Arc.
You look like her.
are you?
Never seen somebody look more like her, really.
Oh, burn me on the pike, brother. I guess.
Speaking of pikes, you ever caught a pike?
Ever caught one?
Yeah.
Yeah, bluegill too.
All right. Well, it's time for the best segment of the month, Jordi's
Oh,
tune-up.
is it that time already? Mustard. All right, I'm gonna try to skim through this pretty fast because our episode has gone over.
And we spent 4 hours trying to update.
Still on the cutscene.
Apple Airpods 4 dropped a short film. For
Hold on. What'd you say?
the new
What?
Apple AirPods 4. I said it weird. Apple dropped a short film for their AirPods 4.
Oh,
Okay. I thought you were saying Apple AirPods dropped it.
how did they get sentient?
I just thought it was a new young people band.
Young people band.
Yeah, brother, we're old.
Hilarious.
We are
No,
old.
Apple dropped a short film ad for their new AirPods 4 that starred Pedro Pascal.
Oh.
It is a short film called Someday by Spike Jonze. I gave it a watch. I gave it a couple watches actually. It's I mean, it's not something I would like rave about and like tell all my friends and family to watch it, but like it was cute. It was a cute little short film, basically about this dude breaks up with his girlfriend, and he's all sad and depressed. And then he sees like a future version of himself that's happy, that got over the depression. And like the overall moral of the story is that someday you'll get over it. And apparently the correlation to the AirPods is that they have noise cancellation, so whatever music you're listening to, it changes your mood. It
Hilarious.
does something to your mood or something. Cute little film. And Pedro Pascal's, he's a cute older man. His dancing in the do you like that, Snow?
That's good.
His dancing in the film is awkward and hilarious, and it reminds me a lot of Christopher Walken dancing in the Weapon of Choice music video from back in the day. If nothing else, just watch like the dancing scenes because it's just funny. Like he's trying, but yeah, pretty good little short film. I'm still not gonna buy him.
I have AirPods already. I don't need any more.
Last month, I spoke on this Ciara dance icon competition that was starting up. In the last 4 weeks, I have concluded that there's something fishy about this competition. It has scam written all over it. I'm pretty sure it's a big old scam. I thought it was fishy anyway from the beginning, but like, there was a bunch of people on TikTok doing it, and it's like, okay, maybe I'm just being negative. No. There's something wrong. If you're listening to this podcast and you're voting for somebody, stop. If you're dancing for this competition, stop. They are scamming you. There is not one interview or podcast or mention by Ciara, by her dancer, by any producer talking about this competition. Outside of the initial video where Ciara is like announcing that this competition's coming. But even in that video, she's talking over a completely white background. So like it's extremely plausible that it could be AI. It could be somebody dressing up and impersonating her pretty well. But there's no other evidence that like this competition's actually a thing. Furthermore, there are all kinds of other elements to this. So I think the second or third round just ended. Every single TikTok dancer that I follow that was doing this all got eliminated in their own special group in second place. Every single one of them. Including my cousin that I mentioned last month that was in this. Also got eliminated in her group in second place. And then I haven't seen any myself, but I've seen other people talking about people that have apparently moved on to the next round. They're all people that have not one single dance video on social media anywhere. There's no evidence that they've done any dancing whatsoever. On top of that, there's no possible way for you to see any of the competitors in the competition. The only way you can vote for somebody is like the person that you know that's in it has to send you a link to vote for them and only them.
That's
and you can't just like go look at people's dance videos and vote for whoever's the best. Another piece of evidence is the fact that every day you get one free vote, and then you can buy votes. You can continue to vote for your person by purchasing more and more votes.
That's normal
huge.
with those weird fucking scammy things, like the magazine ones. You know what I'm talking about? Like the become inked magazines, top perform. It's really just a way for them to fucking show.
Oh yeah, are they
whatever they're looking for?
Are they doing an MLM with a dance show?
Look, I guess I'm completely checked out of it, especially because nobody I know is in it anymore. But like, seriously, there are so many red flags with this. And with the way that it's going, like, apparently this next round just ended. There's been no word from like the actual competition that it ended. You're just hearing from competitors that it ended.
That's weird.
So yeah, I'm almost 100% sure that we're not even going to hear anything else about this. Like, they just collected all this money from people voting their family and friends in as much as they can. Free money. And it's probably completely legal.
And even more than that, they collected a bunch of data from people.
Oh yeah, lots of data. Emails, first and last names, credit card information from paying for your votes.
Yep.
Probably actual
I voted a few times with free votes. I did not pay for anything whatsoever. But like, I feel bad for anybody that like especially mothers and fathers and people that were like, "Oh, I want my baby to get through to the next round," and dropped like $40 on votes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like they got y'all. They got America. But yeah, but for shame, big old scam. I think anyway. I could be wrong. You never know. I could just be overlooking something. Maybe I'm stupid and I just didn't see the button that lets you see all the competitors. But big scam.
I wouldn't be surprised.
March 11th, the 13th annual Queerties took place. There were a lot of different categories that went into this. There are awards for the queer cultures, by the way, if you couldn't figure it out by the name. Several categories went into this, but I'm just going to go over a couple of the categories that were kind of music related or had music related winners. Janelle Monáe took Style Icon of the Year. Big agree. Janelle Monáe's always been unique in her style. She kind of reminds me of Andre 3000 a little bit. Lux Noir London took Breakout Music Artist of the Year. Don't know who that is, but I'm probably going to look into him now.
I like the name.
Best music video went to Omar Rudberg for his song Talk. Again, never heard of him. Probably going to look him up. Anthem of the Year went to Good Luck Babe by Chaperone. And that anthem beat Doechie's Nissan Altima and Tinashe's Nasty. I was a little upset. I wanted Tinashe to win that because that song's just earworm. Love it, but hey, whatever. Jonathan Bailey won Film Performance of the Year for his performance as Fiero in Wicked.
Oh. I thought it was good in that.
Yeah, I thought he was good. If it was up to me, I don't think I would have given him first place, but whatever. Part 2 of Wicked for Good was named as the next big thing of 2025, and Chaperone took Badass of the Year, winning over Megan Thee Stallion, Billie Eilish, and Cynthia Erivo.
They really just did not like fucking Wicked. Like no, Wicked won nothing.
Wicked won next big thing of 2025.
Well, fair enough.
Next big thing.
But that's about it. I think that is it. Oh no. What's his name? Fiero.
Yeah.
They got a couple awards.
Yeah.
Anywho, speaking of Doechii, she dropped a new single this month called Anxiety, which is a song to the tune of Gautier's Somebody That I Used to Know.
Ooh.
Yeah, if you haven't heard it yet, it's a pretty decent song. It's pretty chill. I haven't really delved into the lyrics yet, so I'm not gonna deep dive on the song. But the reason I'm bringing it up is because it sparked a TikTok trend where people were dancing to it, imitating the episode of The Fresh Prince Bel-Air where Will walks in on Ashley dancing, and he joins in, and he turns around, and she's like, "What's going on?" Hilarious little scene. I think it was the first episode she was ever in, actually. But Will Smith and Tatiana Ali, who plays Ashley, actually got in on the trend themselves. They did their own video recreating the scene themselves, which was really cool. It was a nice little reunion video. But yeah, if you haven't heard Anxiety by Doechii yet, great song. Check it out. It's nice and chill.
Speaking of Chaperone and Doechii, guess who's a big fan?
Who?
CM Punk.
Saw that.
Makes sense.
I can see that.
Doechii's great. What's not to like?
I agree.
A couple other little news headlines that I saw that I didn't really dive into. We're gonna spitfire these real quick. Kendrick's being criticized for boasting morality throughout his career and condemning collaboration with problematic artists. And then he just came out featuring on 3 songs of Playboi Carti's, who is under fire for something. I'll be honest, I didn't look into it. But people don't like Playboi Carti right now, and they don't like that Kendrick featured on his songs.
Yeah, maybe they're old.
Drake
Maybe
lost
they're good.
a second court case against Universal. He tried to sue them for the same reason he tried to sue iHeartRadio, saying that they boosted Kendrick and the rap beef and all of that. And yeah, he lost that court case really bad. I suggest you go look at the details of that. It's hilarious. Nelly had to apologize to Eminem for their past beef, said he feels like a dick.
Had
Cardi
to
B's-
is a great thing to say.
Cardi B's 6-year-old drew a heart on her $60,000 Birkin bag. And she was really upset about that.
Hey, kids will do that.
Kids do be kidding. And Erykah Badu, as well as several other celebrities, have reportedly been vandalizing their own Teslas in defiance of Elon Musk.
Better be careful with that. You're a terrorist.
Hey, remember that Tesla we saw on the way to Royal Rumble?
I do. Never forget it.
I do. I remember the whole parking lot of them.
Those are
I'm talking about the specific one that was graffitied and labeled the Fentmobile.
The one right
I don't
outside
remember
the
that one.
arena.
Yeah, right by the arena.
Oh well.
Yeah, hilarious.
Spirit Box came out with a new album this month called Tsunami Sea. This is a new band to me. Looks like Snow knows who Spirit Box is.
Love Spirit Box.
Shout out to Cheyenne, our friend Cheyenne, for putting me on a Spirit Box. They're quickly becoming one of my top bands. Really liked this album. There's really something about heavy metal screamo and like a female vocalist that is just like, it's like the perfect combination for rock music. Courtney LaPlante, I think that's how you say her name, is the lead singer. Switches seamlessly between like screaming and singing. She's even better than old girl in Linkin Park, which I can't. Her name's escaping me right now.
Emily Axford.
Yes.
Armstrong. Axford's a D&D player.
Not to throw shade or anything, but like she's better than her. A great example of her range on this new album is Ride the Wave. Really great song. My favorite song on the album is Soft Spine. Very like staccato guitar. It gets me. I love it. I gave this album a 7 out of 10. Lady Gaga also dropped a new album this month, Mayhem. Something a lot of people have been waiting on, especially after the Abracadabra drop. The goth pop sound that everybody fell in love with when Lady Gaga first got on the scene, she has reprised that sound. I think she kind of tried to do it back in 2020 with the album she came out with then, and it just didn't hit. Not sure why, because that album's pretty good too, but like this one just hit. It's like old Lady Gaga matured. Perfect. I've already gone over 3 of the singles that are on the song. Abracadabra, obviously. I talked about Disease on a previous tune-up. That was the first single that she came out with from this album. And I have also talked about Die With a Smile, the song she did with Bruno Mars. These are all on this album. In addition to those, we have Perfect Celebrity. Really great song. It's kind of like a dark power anthem. Kind of talking about the pitfalls of being a celebrity under the constant eye of the industry. Really good song. My personal favorite song on the album is Zombie Boy. It's super fun. It's about like the effects of partying too hard and too long. It doesn't really take itself seriously, but it's really fun to listen to anyway. I gave this album an 8 out of 10. Great album, front to back, no skips. Sleep Token, who is still championing as my current favorite band. They're back. They're coming back. They have a new offering that they dropped on Instagram. A new song called Emergence. They also announced a new album coming in May, so I'd be on the lookout for that tune-up. I will be talking about that, probably in depth, because they're great. But this new song, Emergence, is it's very Sleep Token. It switches sounds. Like it starts off real soft and sweet, and then it kind of dips into this little bit of a heavier alternative R&B kind of sound. Guitar gets a little bit harder, it turns into a little bit of a metal, and then they end the song with some saxophone. Some like nice, relaxed with some wine saxophone. You don't see it coming. It's great. Wonderful song. I gave the song itself an 8 out of 10. I cannot wait for this album to drop. I think it's a continuation in the story that we got from the trilogy of the past 3 albums. Not 100% sure on that. I'm gonna need to hear at least like one more single to conclude, but regardless, super excited for the new album to come in May. Otherwise, new music to look out for this month. We've got music from Coheed and Cambria, who just dropped a new album. A Day to Remember, who dropped a new album, which is also really good, but I didn't have time to deep dive it, so I didn't really review it. Grizz, Stray Kids, Selena Gomez, and Benny Blanco. Nav has a new album coming out that'll be dropping the day that this episode airs. Mumford & Sons, Kevin Gates, David Guetta, Dolly Parton, Noah Cyrus. Lil Nas X has like 5 or 6 new songs out. Lizzo's got some new music out. Third Eye Blind, Amine. Wale is making music again. Jack Harlow's got new music out. Jonas Brothers, Kesha, Jessica Simpson. And then, of course, I like to throw in some artists that have some funny names I've never heard of. We got Jimbo World. Got some new music. Might be checking him out. Japanese Breakfast. Milk Blood. Big Yavo. Beach Bunny.
Not Big Yavo.
And Lil Bean.
Lil Bane.
Lil Bean.
Just a little Bane.
Little Bean is
Like,
hilarious.
So that is your March tune up. We got you in, we got you out real nice and quick.
That's what I like.
See you next month.
Linkin Park also announced that March 27th they have a new song coming out.
March 27th. I will mark my calendar.
Come
You
on,
didn't talk about all the LeBron songs.
Up from the bottom, I think is what it's called.
I'll be on the lookout for that.
Yep.
Some Spirit Box in the morning.
Put some respect on his name.
Listening to it now.
All right. Well, it's time to take her home. Please go follow the podcast on Twitter or X, if you'd like to still call it that, at Top Turda. We post updates to the podcast and we post links to where you can go watch the podcast because we post those on YouTube, youtube.com/@TopTurda. Go subscribe there. We're getting some good views. We're getting a subscriber or two here and there. Devin loves that. Makes him happy.
Should make all of us happy.
Facebook, if you're a degenerate, disgusting human being that still uses that, go like us there. Spotify, Devin, is under maintenance. And you can find me on TikTok and on Twitter at the Beast Snow.
And as always, you can find me on Blue Sky at wise-bun or Instagram at wise_bun_.
Just the Blue Sky at GingerbeardMan22.
Find me on Twitter at _I'm just Jake. You can find me on Blue Sky at I'm just Jake.
Twitter.com/sexydevb. TikTok DevB5. A murderer watched a trilogy as his final request. Ronnie Lee Gardner watched the films during a self-imposed 48-hour fast, preceding his death by firing squad for murdering 3 people.
Oh.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
So, you know what? From all of us at Top Turda, I hope y'all are feeling a little oozy today. Bid you guys a good morning, good afternoon, good night, and goodbye.
Bang.
Bang. Banga. Vanilla baby.
What?
Vanilla baby.